Yeah, good morning, YouTube. Today in Talk and Talk, we're gonna talk about career, reflection about career. My name is Indel Miller, and we have a lot of very interesting people here to talk and to share with us a lot of good ideas. Leo, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, guys, good morning, everybody. Now, I'm 27 years old, I live in Rio de Janeiro. Uh, I married, I work as a project manager in a marketing agency. And I'm here to improve my English, make friends, trying to keep practicing the language because I really need. In general, I think that's it.
Awesome, thanks a lot. Yes, please.
Hello, so my name is Yasmin. I'm 21 years old. I work as an English teacher and also as a transcriber. I live in São Paulo with my parents, and that's it.
Thanks, Yas. Thanks for coming. And Jefferson?
Good morning, guys. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist and business consultant, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Okay, so let me explain a little bit about the decision to bring this topic. I was reading about the difference between career and job, and I know that the most part of the people, decide to choose a job without thinking in terms of career. The most part of time we think in terms of money and so on. Money, mainly, and without thinking in terms of career, position, and how to evolve your position, how to get this evolution. So the first question will be the first question. Have you planned your career at some point? Have you think about that? Leonardo, please.
Yeah, well, what happened is I had a dream in the past to study biology, but after a disappointment at NA, I decided to change for the second year trying to pass to a university. And when I decided to change, I changed to marketing. And well, I work with marketing today. Then since I was studying at my university until today, I work with marketing, but I didn't expect, I don't expect to, for example, to work with numbers. Today I work more and more with numbers, analytical tools, data analytics, making predictions to the sales and other things. But this specialization, I wouldn't imagine that I would like to work and to have contact. For me, I thought that I would work with marketing, just focus on branding, focus on creation, design, and other things. But I changed it so much. I work with marketing, but marketing and math, and much more number than curation, for example. This point of my career, I was not expecting. Then I believe that's the beautiful situation of our lives. Yeah, we have contact with things that we are not expecting so much.
Yeah, this is really awesome because the most part of people actually they are afraid of numbers. That's the reality. So
And I was this guy. I was this guy.
Yeah, I was this guy as well. And now I'm working with geophysics.
Yeah,
So let's have
No.
Yasmin. Oh, I'm sorry, Leo, if you want to say something.
No, I just want to compliment that I had afraid so much with numbers but I received an opportunity to work with numbers or to get out of the company during a crisis of my last company. So I didn't have option. And when I entered, I love it, statistics, math, and other things. Yeah, but it was not an option. I had to go.
Interesting, interesting. Yes, please.
Oh, I think I'm planning my career since my childhood. So, because I know that I want to be a teacher like since 7 years old. So I started to learn English, and I plan to go to college and to start like giving particular classes. So I think I'm always planning my career, and I'm attending this meeting today because I need to make a plan, a career planning. So I'm afraid of doing this because I never do, just like on my mind. So that's it.
So I really sorry because I expect that you provide us some career planning, but I would like to hear from you. Oh my God. So Jefferson, your turn.
I had no idea about the future when I was 15 years old. The only thing that I remember, I loved figures, numbers. I love it, history. I love sociology. I love to talk about literature and music. And then I decided I had very good of high school, technical school. I did, I don't know, electrotechnical, electronical, yeah, electronic, something like this. And I remember that I had to decide to be engineer or other kind of profession. And I decided to be economist because I love figures. I think figures are my thing. I'm very fan of figures, numbers. So I decided to do economics, And how I plan my career, I plan that I must be the best. I must study a lot because I was a very poor guy. The only way to improve is by studying. So I decided to do my undergraduate, my master degree, and my doctorate because I think the only way to have a better life. And I decided to be a professor at that time and to work in public servants as a public servant too. I worked for 35 years as a public servant and as a professor from Catholic University of Goiás.
Awesome, awesome, very good. So let's answer the question because I was thinking in terms of the question number 6, but what's the role of the English in your career? But I would like to discuss this question here. What do you think is the main mistakes in career planning? Like I told you that I do not agree with that kind of steps that we watched in the videos because I told the reason. However, I would like to know from you, what do you think is the main mistakes or the mistakes in general? Yes, what do you think?
It's really difficult. Maybe it's when you put something that you will not do or that you don't want to do. So I think this is important. And maybe when you put like deadlines that you can't accomplish. So I think maybe these two things.
Okay, thanks. Jefferson, what's your point?
It is a tough question. It's a very tough question. Mistakes make career. Oh my gosh. I think you can think about the job market because you really don't know how will be the job market. You have no idea about the job market when I finished my course, I had no idea about job market to work as economist. I have no idea. But the only idea that I had that I studied too much with the best grades. I think it's very important. What else? Another one is to love what you do is not to love. It's not sentiment. Career is not a sentiment. I don't believe with this. It's not to love. You must to work hard, to be good at something that we want to do. What else that he say about the once out of career, about salary respect to, for me it's impossible. You will have no idea the money or the salary we will. It's impossible when you're doing undergraduate course. I think it's a big mistake. And I have a lot of students that used to say, I will be rich when I finish my course, because they learn a lot of tools with me as I teach financial. They used to be, I will be rich. I'm going to put my money on Bitcoins, stocks, and be rich when I arrive 30 years old. It's okay, no problem. You can dream.
Yeah, you're free to dream. And so you agree that love what you do and you will love nothing or anything. Well, I think, answering this question, I think one of the big mistake that we have is that the people, I think in the past, we used to think that we would get stuck in the same job, like without, oh my God, I have my job, so I'm nice. Now I'm just to work. I need just to work. And right now, we, have seen that kind of thing is lifelong learning, that, every single day we need to learn something, because, all the jobs that we have, they have refreshing a lot in every single day. So we need to, to follow this rhythm. So this is something that I consider a mistake. If you think that we can get stuck in the same place, man, it's wrong. So let's have Leo. What do you think, Leo?
Yeah, I believe in addition that what you said, and Jefferson and me, is what we are doing today. Try to study English after some years. For me, that's a big mistake. If we have the opportunity, it's so important to study English since our childhood. So I believe this will help us so much to find best opportunities. And well, English today is important for almost all of the careers. Yeah, I believe. And what Jefferson said, I totally agree. You don't need to love what you do. I believe that when we try to do this, we have a big chance to hate what we loved in the past. Yeah, and I think we just need to be good, and also don't hate, but we don't need to love what we are doing here, because I believe it's another part of our life. Yeah, for me, love, it's about family, it's about friends, it's about travel and other things. Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe in love. But I consider in this conversation, love and hate, they are kind of end members, in terms of I totally agree with you. I think maybe we need to stay in the middle, or at least I think we need to try to enjoy what you have done, like to engage the thing, like, because sometimes you will do a lot of things, and we need to try to understand the things, because at the first sight sometimes you will hate, but then you start to work, oh my God, now I understood, and I have understanding the things. So I think it's a great opportunity to at least like, what you have done. This is my opinion. It's not about love, but it's not about hate as well. Guys, question number 8, how to deal with adversity in career plan. It's a hard question, but you can say anything you want, about adversity in career plan. Like, oh, I think when I have a problem, I usually do this or do that, and my way to solve some problems. Okay, feel free to say what you want. Jefferson, you can start.
I love problems. I love problems because it's a challenge.
Oh, so you love something. Oh, yeah.
I love. Love is the answer. Not love, I'm fan. Okay, change the word. I'm fan. I change the word. I'm fan of problems because the more problems you have, the more you try to fix it. Then I used to say this every day for my students. You must think about Brazil. We have big problems in Brazil now about inflation, unemployment, cut of jobs, about salaries, about inequality, and all of this. And this is very good for us because you need to study more about this and to propose something to solve all this problem. And every day you have a kind of problem. And as economists, I remember just in the beginning, in 1982, when I began to work as economist, I remember big problems, Plano Cruzado, Plano Real, Plano Collor, Plano Bresser, and a lot of plans from Brazil. And we will pass by all this plan and we will survive. And we will survive. So it's adversity. I think it's so good for you to move forward. If you can't have adversity, you can move forward. Move forward. I can imagine a reality, a world without adversity. It's all kinds of adversity. Just not in economics, but now we have in the culture and discrimination about the color of the skin, and etc., etc. So it is very important to deal about all of these and to have empathy about adversity, because you must feel like the other guys. When I feel like a guy asking for money for me in the streets, I must to think about, I must to change this reality. For me, this is a kind of adversity, and I feel empathy about that guy.
Great. Yeah, we need to work hard to overcome that. Again, in what you think is very interesting, because even in terms of evolution, science, and so on, you need to, have a lot of problems in terms of evolution of a human being to overcome, to evolve, and to develop other skills and so on that we are doing right now. Yes. What's your opinion?
Oh, I really don't know, because I like to have control of everything. So if things get out of my control, I can't deal with, I just cry. So this is something that I need help from other people, but maybe try to think about other opportunities that you can have to deal with this kind of problem. So yeah, maybe I need help. I don't know about the others, but I need someone helping me. But I'm the kind of person that I don't ask for help too. So I really don't know.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Do you think you work well? You are a good team player? What do you think? In group, Do you feel good and comfortable working in group?
Yeah, I feel, but I think I work better alone.
Awesome.
Come
Okay.
on, yes. You would never ask for help for this guy from TNT. I can't believe. I can't believe.
Yeah, because yes, actually, she has helped me a lot, and I'm free because okay, yes, thanks a lot for helping me so many times. Well, let's have Leo.
Yeah, I believe if, for example, deal with adversity in the career plans, ask for the experts. It's something very important. Yeah, if we have the opportunity to consult someone who has a good experience in our field, I believe that this action can help so much our next steps. Yeah, that's something that I believe. And sometimes we also have to block some decisions that the company wants to do for us. Yeah, if we are willing to go and to accept some invitation to work in a new field, and we have some kind of curiosity to work in this new field, okay. But if, for example, the company invites you to work in another fields that, well, you really don't want to work, I believe that we have to try to invest in more conversation with your boss to direct you to a good field. Yeah, because sometimes if we just put our career in the hands of the others, that can not be good for us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My opinion is adversity is kind of fundamental to evolve your skills. For example, I consider adversity just like a connection between neurons in your brain. For example, when I started here in TalkNTalk, I didn't know how to, work with Zoom, for example, to put the live. It's a whole protocol that I need to enter the Zoom, see the people, accept the people, create the question, put live on YouTube, then close, and check all the things is getting right or not. But for me now, it's a called automatic, and I can, do the same thing in other area. Like, I'm just operating a lot of different software, just like these softwares. And this is skill to, to relax. For example, when I face a problem, to relax, now I know what's going on. So I will solve it very fast, in a very fast way. So we can reproduce that kind of thing. So I consider that only adversity can bring to you, to the opportunity that where you can get out of your comfortable zone, your bubble, and so on, your box. So the adversity for me is a kind of, and if you think in terms of the people that they are a very famous manager, they are so problem solver. Basically they don't know all the specific things in details, but they know how to solve the things in a very fast way, like flexible way. So this is really nice. So let me see other question here. Jefferson, if you want to add something, feel free.
Oh, I just think you need new adversities in TNT because you said you dominate everything.
What?
Because you said that you dominate all the tools of TNT, and I think Andrew need new adversities in TNT, and I think,
the business English.
You're talking about this,
you got that,
for you now,
Perfect. You got the pig. So question number 9, I think it's a very interesting, and I would would like to hear from you. Is there something unplanned in your professional life that turned out to be something very positive? Leo, you can start.
Yeah, I would say two things. Maybe the passion for numbers that I have today, and in the past I had so many afraid of that, and the opportunity to also have contact with the Spanish, which was something that I I was not expecting, and since the last year I'm studying. It has been a very difficult fight, yeah, to win the Portugal. But for me, it has been a good experience, and so I was not expecting to have contact with other language besides the English. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this is my challenge as well. Start to speaking Spanish and so on. Oh my God. Yes. How about you?
I think like started to work here on TNT because it was something that was not on my career plannings, but I love to work here, and I think maybe totally the opposite of what Jefferson said. I think we need to love the things that we do, because you loving something, you can hate what you are doing. So I think it's more difficult if you work with something that you hate. So yeah, I think working on TNT was something unplanned that is positive for me.
This is awesome, really awesome. How about you, Jefferson?
Well, I'm thinking maybe about language, about language, something different. I remember when I was doing my undergraduate course, and a lot of guys from Latin America used to say, come on, do you want to learn Spanish? And I said, it's okay, it's okay. And that's for me a difference, because after this, I work with a lot of guys from Chile, from Argentina, from Colombia. It's very interesting. It changed a lot because I learned Spanish at that time. And I remember something very special when I learned French, but now I can't speak, but I can read. I hope as soon as possible I come back. I have no time now, but it's very interesting. I think it's the same, because when I learned French, I had been 2 times in Paris, and I have a lot of guys. It's a new kind of learn. It's a new method of study. The economics from French. It's very different the way you learn. A lot of theories, different theories, and I remember this that changed a lot. And now back in, because I studied English 40 years ago, and now back here in TNT. And it's very good for me because I have opportunity to talk in a conference call in a lot of countries. In Estonia, what else? In China, in Hong Kong, Amsterdam, United States, etc., etc. I think it's very good for me. It's not unplanned. And I remember if I didn't learn English, I can't do this. So I think to learn language change a lot your professional life. You must do this. It's very important. But to be good at, that's the point. I know French. It's okay. Can you read, write, speak, and listen? No, I can't. So you must to study more. Must to be good at.
Yeah, I think for me was the same case, like the English, to know, because I started to learn English in the beginning of the pandemic just to refresh something, not to speak, the way we have done right now so far. And so for me, it's a surprise because at that moment I enjoy so much that I start to, be addicted to have a lot of different conversation. So I kind of jump a lot of different steps, and for me was a kind of now, I think, oh my God, it was so strange because it was so fast, and in for maybe around 8 months, I was, have a lot of invitation to attend some international conference, something that I never thought in my life. Like, oh, what I will attend a conference in other country, and it will be very nice for me to exchange ideas and opportunity and science. And nowadays was a kind of, oh my God, I remember, when my first meeting in Talk and Talk. So for me, it's a kind of, oh my God, turned out very fast way, and in a very good thing as well. So let me see here on the question. The question number 2 is no, let me see here. Question number 3. What are the basic steps for a good career planning? I don't know, because I'm very critical. You saw that, I'm very critical, and I would like to hear from you. I would like to learn. Okay, what's your step? I will change the question. What's your step? Like, oh, I have planning my career doing this or doing that. Can be a very simple thing, no problem. Leonardo.
Yeah, I would say that after decided what I would like to do, study marketing, I believe it's important during a period at university to work for free, yeah, as a volunteer. I believe that could be the first experience. It's so more important than just read books and receive some teach. Yeah, it's also important, but for me, a hands-on experience as a volunteer inside of the university could be the first step, first important step outside the classroom. Yeah, and well, the things that happen after, I believe, look for internship, try to do the best as an internship, to have opportunity uh, to work after the graduation. And after this step, the finish of the graduation, I would say that I'm in the same situation as you, and I really don't know. I really don't know what's coming next. But the beginning at university, I learned so much as a volunteer working, and so this has prepared to be so much to the good internship positions.
Very nice. Yeah, volunteering is really nice. Opportunity to learn a lot and to apply, and I think to, to provide kind of feedback, for the society. This is really nice. I really enjoy, and I have done a lot. Let me hear. Yes. How about you? Your plan. Reveal to us.
Maybe to have focus and try to remember like every day why you are doing this, because sometimes we forget about why, like, oh, why you are like learning English and you stop to learn because you don't remember why you started. So I think this is something important. Try to remember every day why you are doing something, to have focus.
Thanks a lot. Very nice. It's very important. Jefferson, how about you?
I think the first thing is to know a lot Portuguese. It's very important to know Portuguese. You can't learn something, you can't know your own language. The next step is to tackle with words, with Power BI, PowerPoint, Excel, and now Power BI. I think it's very important to know all of these tools. The other, it's a good step, is when you're studying to have something that you can put in practice. What you learn, your theories, maybe as a volunteer, maybe in a company, something like this. I have very good students that they study a lot of things, but that they know nothing about our reality, how this works. For me, I'm very worried about this because you must have something that you take to put in practice. For me, it's very important. I think that's the basic steps, and so the life goes on here. Your career can improve a lot if you have the basic steps.
Yeah, I agree 100, with you, because I've seen a lot of, this requirement, Power BI and so on, in geology, a lot, every single day. I've seen that. And for me, I think it's kind of similar. We need to kind of to hack, to track this signal, from the business and so on, like, the necessity of the business. That's it. English, for example, is basic. Programming, sometimes we need to overcome this kind of thing here in Brazil because we will have a very problem in the future with this kind of thing, because the world have captured our, our professionals. Okay, and it's a world competition. But yeah, I agree with you all, guys. So we have less than 15 minutes, and let me see a question here. If you don't have question, we don't have questions. Yeah, and I'm trying to let this stage open to you create a question about career, or to say, something that you want about career, about your career, or about career in general. And I will challenge, to give us this speech. I will challenge IAS to give us this speech about career, try to convince us, like, man, the career you need to plan because of this, because of that, the world's crazy. And
Oh my God, a hard challenge. But I think, like everything in your life, you need to plan. I think you need to have not the control of everything, but try to have, because if things get out of your control, you know how to deal with it. So I think your career is the most important thing for you, because you are the only person who can do the things to have a good career. So I think this is why it's so important that you plan.
hey guys, what do you think? Convinced us or not? Yeah, I would like to add a point that, it's very nice what you've said. Even in terms of art, for example, I considered, the art in general a career. Your life is a kind of, in quotes, a career. Sometimes we do the things for fun, like, improve, like playing something, or or performing something. But sometimes you want to, to develop that kind of thing. So it's a kind of, how can I do to, be better playing the things?
Yeah.
Because the most part of time you will want to say kind of, oh my God, I'm playing and I'm good with that kind of thing, because when you see a person performing a very good thing, so, oh my God, this is really nice, I would like to do the same. It's a kind of natural. Like, I would like to be like that guy, do a very good thing, doing a very good way. Not because you want to, to show you like to the world, oh my God, I would like to be famous, but because it's beautiful, it's mastering a skill. It's beautiful to hear a good thing. It's beautiful to see a good thing. It's beautiful to join a good thing in general. Thanks a lot, Yas. Leo.
Yeah, I would like to add other points about career, about planning your career. It's so important to find a job that we enjoy, to be happy with our job and other things. But one point that I've been perceiving and learning so much is the importance to balance our professional lives with other fields in our lives. Yeah, sometimes some years ago I had a dream to work as a very big famous consulting, work abroad at this company, because pay so well. I could develop so much, but in the other hand, I really also know the working hard style of this company. They work 15, 16 hours a day. It's something very crazy. Everybody receives so well, can have experience in other countries, traveling almost every month. But on the other hand, after some threats to be approved at this company, I started to think, I really want this. Yeah, I'm really trying to enter at this job for a kind of famous or a kind of money, and today I'm learning that our lives outside the professional lives, it's so many important, I would say more important also. And for me, I really look for opportunities where I can have this kind of balance. For me, it's something that today it's my first first priority when I'm trying to find some new opportunity, is to understand the life balance of the company.
Very good. Yeah, I think in the future we'll bring again this topic, work-life balance. I think it's very important nowadays, even because you have working, from home and so on, and sometimes you do not see the boundary between your work and your life. And for example, you are in a bathroom working. I'm in my bathroom working right now, like launching here. So sometimes I will to take a rest and thinking in job. So this is not a healthy thing. So very, very good point, Leo. Jefferson.
Yeah, I think you can balance to look for the best guys in your profession. Yeah, I try to do this every time, to read the best books, to watch, try to talk with them. I think it's very important for me. You must select. Today is not so easy because you have thousands of books, thousands of things to do, but you need to select what's the best for you and what can fit in you. And you can imagine, I will be a Warren Buffett. I can't be a Warren Buffett, but I try to do my best. I think the other thing, it's about relationship. I think it's very important. It's not just to work about this. Have good relationship, to be polite, to talk with a lot of guys, to talk with experts, and to finish, to think about your friends and family. I think that's very important for your professional career. You can think just just about you, because you can become a narcissistic person. It's not so good. You must to think about the other guys, the boundary of you.
Yeah, I will enjoy that we don't have much people here. That I think in the next conversation, I'm trying to improve this kind of thing, like a very open conversation, more open and more open, just like a podcast, you know, like we are doing right now, without question, only some, you know, some words to follow, some ideas, but, you know, let you free to give your opinion in a, you know, a wide way. I think will be awesome because we can, you know, evolve more the vocabulary and, you know, have a natural conversation, not only following questions and, oh, what's the question? What's the question? Oh, I think these are, I think that, and in a very, you know, mechanical way. So guys, we have 5 minutes. Open mind conversation. And do you want to add something? Do you want to say something about this topic? And yeah, do you want to say something? Yas, Leo, Jefferson. Say you, because the world wants to hear you. And if you, other thing, oh, nice. I will share with you the form. So, because I would like to hear from you if you like this conversation or not, this, you know, this way. Other thing is suggestions about topics, even question. Other thing, what do you think about the World Cup? Do you like or not? Brazil is playing good or not? That's it, guys.
In the bag. We will. It's very interesting because yesterday almost everybody was saying Brazil will lose. Brazil is impossible to win this game, but we win in the bag. We pick four goals. Very interesting. You change the reality, but we discovered that South Korea is not a good team. It's too bad.
Our challenge is going to be against Argentina or Holanda.
Yeah, we showed again that we play a lot. That's it. Brazil is the, you know, we showed again that we really are good at football, soccer. Guys, thanks a lot, you know, for this conversation. It was really awesome. See you in the next conversation. Have a nice week. Feed this form, you know, help me to improve this conversation. And bye-bye. It was really awesome.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Thank you,
See you in the next.
Bye-bye.